All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rachak, Dash, double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS who rule well, and also honor and salutations to those of you who are the hopeful elect, Slakin, and are out there teaching the word of sincerity and truth. All right, so I wanted to talk about this picture I seen. I think one of the brothers put it on the group chat. I'll show it to you in just a second here. Hopefully it doesn't cut the video off. Normally when I do this, it cuts the video off. But this is the picture here. Um, it says we want something for our vote. Black Lives Matter co-founder sends letter to Biden and Harris demanding development of a black agenda. So I saw that yesterday and started thinking about it a little bit. And I said to myself, well, what is the black agenda? Well, two things. What is black? And then what is the black agenda? Right now, to say what is black, I'm being a bit facetious, right? I know who they're talking to or talking about when they say black people. Um, but then what is the agenda, right? What should be the agenda of black people, right? And bottom line is they don't know, right? When someone tells you um or let's say it this way, somebody comes to you and they say, like, for instance, right, and this is not to get on women, but your wife will say to you, uh we should do something today. We haven't gone out in a while. And you in your mind, you're not thinking about you're not thinking about going out or doing anything like that. So you ask her, you say, well, what do you want to do? And what does she say? She says, I don't know. What do you want to do? So here it is, you're coming to me with the idea of doing something, right? But you have no clue of what it is you want to do, right? And that's what this sounds like to me. You're going to um, the presidency, um, and demanding something for the black agenda, right? But you don't know what you should ask for. You have no clue what you should ask for. First of all, you shouldn't be asking anything from America. You shouldn't be asking for anything that comes from this place, right? Because historically, what's that scripture? I think it's Psalms 55. Is it? Yeah. I'm gonna start at 20. This is Psalms 55 and 20 says, He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And this characteristic hasn't changed, right? If you do any digging on this guy, uh, Joe Biden, right, you'll find out that he historically is a racist, right? A career racist, right? He's built his career on putting his heel in the necks of so-called black people. Same thing with this lady Kamala Harris. They've made a career out of destroying these so-called black lives, right? Um, you look into Biden's history some more, you'll find out that he's also a kid toucher, right? He likes children. Okay, he's and there's footage on it, right? And granted, it's not condemning. It's a very I guess I want to say obscure, but I don't know if that's the right word. But the evidence is not condemning, right? Because somebody can say, oh, he's just being friendly with the kids, but that don't I know a pedophile when I see one, and he's definitely one of them. But anyway, these are the people that the so-called Black Lives Matter co-founder is trying to go to for the black agenda. But again, you don't know what the black agenda should be, right? Matter of fact, when you I have it pulled up here, but I didn't think of it to say it this way. When you had Moses and Aaron, right, um, go to Pharaoh, right, which was the so-called president of the time or the ruler of the time, right? It was clear what they wanted, right? What they matter of fact, let me go to that because I don't even think of it this way. Where is it? No, I thought it was that. I thought it was yeah, right here. Um, Let me see because I don't know if I pulled up the right one. I just typed in let my people go so I can pull this up. Let me see. Boom. This is the one, right? So when they asked Pharaoh, or when they went to Pharaoh to say what they wanted, right, from him, right, it was very clear, right? And one thing you'll notice is that it was it was about separating themselves from the people that they were under, right? Let us go do our own thing. Let us go find our own way, right? So this is Exodus 5:1. It says, and afterward Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord power of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. Okay. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go. And they said, the power of the Hebrews hath met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord our power, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. Right? So it was clear, right? It was clear that they wanted to one, separate themselves from the captivity that they were in, right? Two, get back with their power, right? Worship their power, right? It was clear what they wanted, right? They didn't go to Pharaoh and say, "Hey Pharaoh, what do you think would be good for us? We're demanding something. What do you think would be good for us?" Right? Because like it says in the Apocrypha, he'll help you, right? And it'll seem like he's trying to help you, but it's for his own benefit. You see, you can't go to someone who's your enemy to ask them what they think you should do. That's the problem we're in now, right? And then to say that you're demanding something from Biden and Harris for your vote, it's too late now. They already got your vote. Why do they need to do something for you now? What are you going to do? Are you going to get them out of office? No, they're going to be in there for 4 years, right? If the Lord permits for it to go on that long, right? So that don't ask for something now. This I gotta read this while I'm thinking about it. I'll use this one. Oh, it escaped me that quick. Maybe it's that. What did I hope this is what I wanted to go to. Um, this is Isaiah 30:1. Yeah, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children," saith the Lord, "that take counsel, right, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right. Most, when I say most, I mean everybody, most people that are not in the truth, right? And I mean that by when I say in the truth, I mean all these Israelite camps, right? Not just us, but these Israelite camps are the only ones who know, right? Um, that Esau is their enemy, right? Let me read this again. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right. So what I want to say was, um, most people don't know any other life but what they've had in America, right? So whenever that's what when I see so-called black people asking for reparations, I get aggravated, right? Because their idea of reparations is money. Give us money, right? Or the, they don't they, like it's funny to say give us 40 acres and two mules makes more sense to me than to ask for money, right? Because with land and mules, you can farm. You can begin the process of a sovereignty of making your own way, right? But with just money, all you're gonna do is spend it in this society. And I know that's what Jake is thinking. They try to they want to act like they're progressive. So-called black people, they want to act like they're progressive. We want this, we want that, we want freedom, we want rights, and all of this shit. But really, you just want a couple of dollars. You just want a couple of dollars. Because really what you should be asking for is to be freed from America, and not just freed, right? To be left alone to worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so that we can build our own nation. Really, that's what you should be asking for, right? It says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So you want to strengthen yourself by what Pharaoh can give you, by what by the power that Egypt can give you, which can be taken away, right? None of this stuff here belongs to us. None of it. You should be wanting to be freed from America, right? It says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanas. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach." It says, "The burden of the beasts of the south, into the land of the trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper, and fiery flying serpent. They will carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels, to a people that shall not profit them. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now go and write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever." Right? The trust in Egypt is going to be your shame, man. They'll help you in vain, but you're going to them to demand a black agenda. What's the agenda? What is it? What do you know what I mean? What's the black agenda? Right? You should be wanting to, like matter of fact. Let me go here. Let me go here. Ezra 4:1, it says, "Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers, and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord power of Israel, as King Cyrus the king of Persia hath commanded us." Right? It says, then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. That should be your agenda, to get away from, don't know, you don't know, we don't need nobody's help, right? Leave us to what we got to do to rebuild our nation. That was always our plight. But we've been beaten down so much that we can only think to ask them for what we should have. Imagine, I don't even think people realize how stupid that is. And this is why you, and another thing that upsets me, or that is upsetting, is you got men, so-called black men, following these two black women, man, for the Black Lives Matter movement. You don't realize how stupid that is, to go to the people that are oppressing you to ask them for an agenda for us. How do they know what we need? You go, you like, let's say for instance, uh uh I can't even think of an analogy for that. That's how stupid this is. You going to the people who are oppressing you, to, not even to demand something from you. You're demanding an agenda, right? But what agenda, right? You're going to them and you don't even have any demands. You're asking them to tell you what you should demand. That is the most idiotic thing I ever heard in my entire life. And you got grown men, 40 some odd year old men following these people. We will get out of this captivity when the Lord Yahweh Shai comes to deliver us. And they get mad at you when you say something like that. But look how dumb this shit sounds. You're going to the people who oppress you to ask them to help you? This shit is insane to me. This shit is insane to me. You asking somebody, no, leave us alone. That's what I want from you. That's my agenda. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Send us back to our land. Let us travel back to our land unhindered, right? And let's have at it, right? The people that are in our land, we're gonna get rid of them, right? Those should be your agenda. But again, they've surmounted so much power that we gotta wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So that should be our first line of order, right? Let us go 3 days journey so that we can worship our power and sacrifice unto him. That should be your first line of order. That should be your agenda. And then everything else will fall in place like it did, right? When we worship the Father, what he set us up in our land. They don't they it's funny. That's funny. I was just talking to somebody at work about this. And I wasn't speaking scripturally per se. I did use the scriptures to reference, but I said this. I said people always have a standard, right? When it comes to the Bible. Well, where does that come from? Why do you believe that? Who wrote that? What is your source? Who referenced? You wasn't there when they wrote it, right? And that's their standard. But they don't hold that standard for anything else in life. They don't hold that standard for anything else in life. So they get mad at you when you bring up the Lord is gonna deliver us. Let's wait for the Lord. And they get mad at you for saying those things like it's a fairy tale. But you would go to Esau, the person who you know fucked you up, and ask him for an agenda? That's more realistic to you than to wait for somebody that's gonna deliver you out of this hell? If by your standard, it's equally as stupid by your standard. Now we know that it's not stupid, but it's by your standard, by your rule, it's equally as dumb. You going to a person you know fucked you up. And I don't mean a person meaning Biden. I mean Esau, the Edomites. You went to them and you know they destroyed you, and that's who you're going to for salvation, to set you free. You a damn fool. This is the problem when you don't know who your enemy is, right? Let me see what else I got pulled up here. Yeah. This is Exodus 19:5. It says, "Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine." That's what we should be. That's what we should want. We should want to be above. That should be the agenda. We want to be above you because we are above you. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. They don't even know. They don't even know that in order to truly be free, you have to be a nation. You have to be a nation. You don't even know the who your nation is. You don't even know who your enemy is. You don't even know who your power is. Black agenda. Fucking that shit is retarded, man. The black agenda. Fucking bitch. Oh boy. Yeah. I pulled this up because like the your agenda should be to get rid of Esau, period. Right? Because if like let's say it's as is and we just say, let us go back to the land of Israel and rebuild it, right? And we leave it as is and Esau still got his shit going on. He's going to find a way to take what we have, man. He always has. Like when I was thinking about this the other day, right? You look at jobs like a sports agent, right? You look at jobs like a manager, right? Talent agents and record labels and all of these things. These things are not like look how much money these roles make, right? These things would not exist if it wasn't for black talent, so-called black talent, right? They found a way to harness your ability and to make money off of it without having to be the talent themselves. They will find a way to take what's yours because they cannot create, they cannot build, they cannot take a thought out of thin air and make it into something that people want to consume. They can't do it. It's not in their design. So if you were to separate yourselves from them, they will try to find a way to take it from you. So we have to take it from them. The Lord has to give us the strength and power that we snatch it out of his hands, man. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. We're going to take it. Not going to be given to you by your enemy. What? Like think of it in terms where you can piece it together. You in school, you in high school, right? And you're asking your rival team to let you win a basketball game, right? You're running for school president. You're asking your your not running mate, but your opposer, right? Your whoever you're running against to let you win the presidency. Who in their right mind that is your enemy gonna just concede and allow you? Look at Trump. You don't want to concede. No person that is your enemy is going to give you something that's going to benefit you. It doesn't make sense. That's it, man. That's all I have. Um, um, black agenda, the black agenda. Yeah, whatever, man. You grown ass 40-year-old niggas walking down the street with signs following behind these two black niggas. You gonna destroy yourself. All right. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rachak Dash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Honor salutations to the elect. And with that, I say shalom.